Alright guys, welcome back. In UK, Rigathi Gachagua, it happened that he had an interview with some media personnel there. And Rigathi was asked about how Ruto is using money in this Republic of Kenya. And now Rigathi focused on Ol Kalou constituency alone. You know, in Ol Kalou constituency, as things stands today, is a constituency that it is now about to die between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto, who will secure that seat. That is the only seat that is going to determine the politics of this country, more so the mountain as it concerns. Just listen to Rigathi Gachagua.
Money, yes. We need money, yes. We have a lot of problems we can do with some money. But this one we don't want because we don't belong to UDA. We don't like UDA. We belong to DCP. The president had released 40 million Kenya shillings to mobilize 40,000 residents of Ol Kalou at a cost of 1,000 per person. So they were supposed to get 40,000 people turning up for their nomination. They got 3,000. And because they were using electronic gadgets, they escalated the figures to 8,000. But the ones who turned up are 3,000. Assuming they even turned up 8,000. Let's give them the benefit of doubt. 32,000 residents of Ol Kalou say no, we don't want money. That's very huge victory for our democracy.
Yes.
It means people are very enlightened. And people, no matter how much they are struggling, can say no, we are not going to sell our birthright.
Yes.
We are not going to sell our democratic right. So 32,000 people being enticed with 1,000 shillings that they need because they have no food,
yes,
said no. Only 8,000 succumbed to that what do you call it, inducement, you know. So our democracy is coming of age, and I can tell you between now and next year in March we shall be all over the country, and in these public rallies we do, they are part of the civic education, is telling people, you people cannot accept money, yeah, and elect dictators. You cannot take money and elect people who will destroy the health system. Then when you go to hospital, there are no drugs, and the money that you are given is not sufficient to buy you drugs for 5 years. You cannot take 2,000 shillings, elect the wrong people, then for 5 years your children cannot go to school. And I think Kenyans are getting it, because I've even seen in many places where they have been given money, after the president has left, they shout one time, which means they are just taking the money, but their heart is well protected. Their conscience is clear that even if they are taking money, that money will not corrupt them to do the wrong thing. They will still take the money and do the right thing. And I think I'm very encouraged by what is happening across the country, and more so what happened in Ol Kalou. And I'm sure during the by-election on July 16th, that will be more pronounced. There will be a lot of money, but people will do the right thing, I can assure you.
Okay. So my next, I'll ask, is loyalty in African politics, is it real, or is it just temporary alignment of interest?
Well,
because I've heard in different forums that this is what I was promised, this is what was promised of me, but it wasn't delivered. So is it all about the interest of what I was meant to get, or what I'm getting, or is it actually for the people?
Our politics have been very indecent, and we have had a lot of the politics of betrayal and deception, where you promise heaven to the electorate and deliver hell. And that is why there is a very big overturning of leaders. If our leaders are elected, like 70% of members of parliament usually don't come back. Because
Rigathi Gachagua is clear that Ruto is using a lot of money. Ruto is bribing people, and even the CS, or rather even the head of parastatal from the region, that are being forced to sponsor only that by election. And in case guys, this is your first time coming across us, before we dive in and explaining to you guys how Rigathi Gachagua, if well packaged, is going now to win this Ol Kalou seat. Click that subscribe button, then allow notification buttons to be on. Whenever we shall be doing a video like this one, YouTube will automatically be giving you a notification. Why did Rigathi head to expose that? That is now the main question we want to talk to in this video. Reason number one, Rigathi is now appealing to the people of United Kingdom that we have a by-election in the region, and I want DCP to be the party. I want DCP to carry the day. And how am I going to ensure that DCP carries the day? Is to ensure that I win that election to man. But I have a challenge. And the challenge that I have is one. I don't have the enough resources. I don't have the enough resources. And now he is appealing to them that back home, my competitor are using a lot of money. What you need to do, let me just do what? Let's try to come together, help me to resource some of the funds so that I can go back home and try as much as I can to win that seat. Remember when he was setting to UK, Rigathi was clear that I'm going to source for finance. I'm going to source for resources to ensure us to win that election. And I think Rigathi is trying to read from the past by-election that has been concluded in this country. As we speak, Rigathi sponsored only, this is the second members of parliament seat Rigathi is running in this country since the by-election started. I remember there in Wamdende's constituency, he did not sponsor a candidate. What they did, they just supported the DP party candidate. The same happened in Malava. So, and Rigathi aka come up to sponsor a candidate in Emor Dikir constituency. But the outcome from the Emor Dikir akajua like, for us to win this election, we need to have resources. Tusikae tu tukililia wananchi like, oh, Kasongo did that. Oh, Kasongo sijui alimwaga pesa pale. So we have also to do what Kasongo is doing. So where to? Rigathi aisikuwa in government mwenye atasema atapandisha mafuta na 3 bob ili apate pesa ya campaign. No. Rigathi now has to go to the people of UK, his friend, that look, help me with the resources so that I can do what? I can win that seat. And how is this now going to affect the William Samoei Ruto's camp from that region? You cannot compare the value of dollar with the Kenyan shilling. Automatically, Rigathi will have more money to pump to ensure that he win this Ol Kalou constituency. And that will be a very big disadvantage to William Samoei Ruto. From the onset, it is clear that Rigathi is going to win that seat. The man that is now there as a disadvantage is one. William Samoei Ruto. Kwa sababu kitu gani atamshinda nayo? If it is resources, the guy has it. If it is now let's go. So let's wait and see how these things is going to escalate. But truth to be told, Rigathi is also now sourcing resources to ensure that the seats of Ol Kalou constituency, he won it. If Ruto will use money, so be it. Rigathi will also use the money. If Ruto will bribe the people, so be it. Rigathi is also going to bribe the people. He has the resources and he is sourcing for it. So itakuwa like, okay, ukifanya hii, mimi sitaweza, juoke, sina cha kufanya. This time round, it will be draw. Now, Ruto has just to prepare himself to lose it. And when Rigathi will send a DCP candidate in parliament, kusha. What is your thought, guys? Drop it in comment section. I'll be doing my best to read it and giving you a response. And with that, guys, peace and love.